Hey guys, it's the Doll Place, and today we are going to be doing our official Dollhouse tour.
Now, we've been on this channel for like 5 years now, and we still have not done a dollhouse tour because we were always saying that it's always a work in progress. But after 5 years, I think that we've kind of figured out that it's kind of always a work in progress, and we figured we needed to just show you guys our dollhouse.
And even if a drastic change does occur to this dollhouse, which I don't think it will, we can always do an updated tour.
So there are 8 rooms. There are 2 giant bookshelves with 4 rooms each. So we're going to be starting with the left one. So this is the living room slash kitchen. Starting with the kitchen, this is the Our Generation kitchen set, and this is the red one. So a lot of our furniture in the living room ended up being red. So this has all sorts of things like the fridge, this little cabinet with this backsplash, and I think that this is just such a cute set, and it comes with so many like appliances and all sorts of things like that.
Moving on to the actual living room, a portion of the living room kitchen area. On the back wall, we decided to put a lot of pictures of the dolls and the family, and this is a work in progress. We will be adding more photos of the dolls, and we have this little red sign that says home.
Then we have this little like chair, and this is just a really thick foam board, and we have these red cushions with these pillows. Then we have this foam board side table with this little succulent plant, and this couch made of the same foam board.
And on the ground, we have this white fur rug, which I think we just got at Michael's. It was just like this little piece of faux fur, so we decided to be the perfect size for the living room.
Then we have this little entertainment center made out of foam board as well, with all sorts of little drawers and shelves. And then up here we have this TV, and this is an IKEA picture frame, but we thought it'd make the perfect doll TV. And there's a picture of Blair in there right now because our Disney movies we usually put in here rip, so like we need to change that out. And then we have this little potted plant that came with the Our Generation kitchen set. And that is the living room and kitchen.
Moving on up, we have Isabel's and Ella's bedroom.
Starting with Isabel's half, we have this Our Generation canopy bed, and we have this comforter on it that came with, and it's just these flowers, and I think that this is just so cute. It really helps pull in the blues and pinks. Then we have this little bird pillow we got at Hobby Lobby, and this is adorable. I think it really helps to pull in that blue color.
In between the beds, we have this little wood nightstand that we just got from Michael's and painted this white creamish color, and it can open up for some storage. And on top of that, we just put this pink doily to add some pink into the room.
Then we have this chandelier hanging from the ceiling, and this is so cute. I absolutely love this. It's just one of those like locker chandeliers, but I think it makes a pretty great doll chandelier. Then we have Ella's bed, and I made this out of wood, and it's made to fit over top of the doll's box, just to slip right over. And then we have this llama print comforter and all sorts of shelves and books up here. And then we have all sorts of these empty shelves that need to be filled, and then we have all these pillows on her bed. And that is Isabel and Ella's room.
Next, we have Janelle and Winnie's room, and as you can tell, there is sort of a situation going on with the walls in kind of all their rooms, but you can especially see it in this room. When we moved our dollhouse from one story to another, it actually kind of messed up the whole back wall and kind of moved it down, so it kind of exposed the other room's color.
And then we tried to like paint over it, and it's not exactly the right shape.
So we'll fix that eventually.
So starting with Janelle's half, we have her little skeleton here with her apron and gloves. And then we have the periodic table of elements, and both of those came with the Our Generation Science Lab set. Then we have, of course, her bed with this red and white striped blanket. And then we have this little miniature Mac on here. And this is a mirror, and I think that this is just so cute.
Also has a sea turtle stuffed animal and a couple of cream-colored pillows that we sewed ourselves. And her headboard is just this wood fence thing.
Then we have the whole science lab set, and this is the desk with all the books and the beakers and, of course, the microscope. Then we have this little chalkboard here that says Janelle and Winnie. And then that takes you to Winnie's half of the room with these little hearts that hang from the walls. One's metal and one is this chalkboard.
And her bed is gray and white stripes, which kind of matches Janelle's, but she has yellow accents for her pillows. And we have this little pillow with a Louisa May Alcott quote that says, "She's too fond of books and has turned her brain." And I thought that was just perfect for Winnie because she does a lot of reading.
And we made this by printing these words onto some parchment paper and then ironing it onto fabric, and that actually works, so you guys should definitely try that out.
She has the same headboard as Janelle with the wood fence thing, and next to her bed she has this little nightstand that's actually made of like a corkboard, and she just has some Harry Potter wands on it, of course, a stack of books, and a water bottle, and we actually made these wands ourselves.
You can see we have like Harry Potter's wand and Hermione's wand. We did have the Elder wand, but unfortunately that broke, and I don't know where it is. Then we have this Winnie the Pooh picture here that says, "No one can be uncheered by a balloon," because her name's Winnie. Of course, we're going to have a Winnie the Pooh picture up here. And then that is Winnie and Janelle's room. Moving on to Cleo, Marisol, and Kit's room. Starting with Cleo's half of the room, we have this My Life stackable bed that came with this comforter set. And then we have a couple mustache pillows we threw on. And then, of course, we have a mustache on the wall. That's kind of a bit of their theme, is like this mustache bluish color theme. And then we have this little table in the middle with a typewriter that I made just like out of tacks, and I put letters on them. And this is supposed to be for Kit because if you guys have read Kit's stories, you'd understand how that kind of comes into play. And this whole table is made out of like 2 upside down T's with a wooden board on the top. And
we have this blue stool that's kind of rustic looking. I think we got that from Hobby Lobby, as well as this cream colored like clipboard that you saw on the table that was also from Hobby Lobby. And then we have this bunk bed that we actually made from a shoe storage system from Target that we kind of modified to fit the room. And it just has a mustache comforter on one and a blue patterned one on the top.
So moving over to the right bookshelf, we have Flora, Lottie, and Samantha's room. And this is definitely one of the rooms that's a bit more colorful. And let's start with Lottie and Flora's side.
So on the bottom bunk, we have this Dr. Seuss print comforter that we actually made, and this is for Lottie because Dr. Seuss is a very 60s author, and of course Lottie is from the 60s.
And I just think that this is so cute. You can see all of the iconic characters, the Lorax, the Grinch, Green Eggs and Ham, all sorts of things like that. And these are the My Life stackable bunk beds, by the way. And then moving up, you have Flora's bed, and that's made out of this floral print comforter. That's so funny.
Flora. And we just made it the same way that we made the Dr. Seuss comforter.
We have all these 60s pictures up here, and it's just sort of like a 60s pattern, sewing pattern like picture.
And a poster for the debate team because Lottie is very interested in that.
So we do need to bring up some things for Flora. But then we have this little alarm clock sitting on this nightstand with Lottie's bows so that they don't get lost because they get lost a lot if they're not sitting up here.
And this nightstand was also from Michael's, and we just painted it these vibrant colors and then kind of whitewashed it so it wasn't as intense. And I really like the effect of that. It's very 60s pop art looking, and I think it's really adorable.
Moving on to Samantha's side, you can see we have all sorts of antiques like this little glass Victorian shoe that we got all of these at an antique store. This, well, except this is Samantha's actual glove. And then we have these little teacups, this clock, and this lace fan. And this is all on this little jewel. Then we just have Samantha's bed. So we just use this knitted blanket. And then we want to put some more stuff on her side of the wall, of course. So below that, we have Sage and Caroline's room.
And starting in this corner, we have,
I think it's an Our Generation like dresser, and we have this easel up here because Sage is an artist, and we have the sign that says, "Love will save the day." And then we have all these, of course, all these shelves where we store some clothes, and then we have this trunk we got at Hobby Lobby, along with this little foam circle that we use as a rug.
And their bed is a bunk bed that I think we just got like off Craigslist, to be honest. But then we spray painted it with this black chalkboard paint, so you can actually like write on it, which I think is really cute.
And then we have all of their like names hanging up out of these little letters, and I think that that is adorable. You could hang up pictures as well there.
And there you can see what the chalkboard looks like when it's all drawn on, which is really cute.
So right below that is Rose's room, and she is our Disney princess lover, so we wanted to sort of pull that in without it looking sort of like a toddler's room, I guess you could say. So we have this little pink chair here, and I think this is like a jewelry box from Claire's I got when I was like 10 or something. I don't know, but it works great for like a doll chair.
And Rose is one of our dolls who is our only doll who actually has her own room, and this is because we just thought that she had a theme that wouldn't really mesh well with any of the other dolls. So she gets her own room.
And then we have this little like wardrobe type dresser thing, and up here we have this Beauty and the Beast enchanted rose I made out of some like glass thing,
and we have Moana's flower crown.
And then we have these Disney princess silhouette paintings that we made just to sort of add a little bit of stuff to her wall. And these are all that same pink color just to help pull that in.
And the comforter we actually made ourselves using this deep pink textured fabric and also this pale pink fabric that we used to make the ruffles. And we made all of her pillows on her bed as well, including that little tiara one.
And then you can see we have this little trunk that we painted some roses on because her name is Rose.
Ha ha ha.
And then we have a little frozen clock on top to sort of just pull in some of the Disney princess aspects.
So that is Rose's room.
Now moving on to the last room, which is Pippa and Evie's room. And I just realized that this room is actually 100% handmade, all the furniture and everything like that. It's our only room that's completely like that.
So starting with Evie's bed, this is a handmade, kind of similar to the trundle bed, except of course we made it ourselves. And it's very thick and heavy duty, which is really nice.
I kid you not, this is solid cardboard, and you can see we even made like little drawers. They don't actually pull out. It's more of a decorative thing, but this is 100% solid cardboard, and this thing, I swear to you, weighs like 20 pounds. It is very heavy, and I think we did a pretty good job at making the edges clean and all sorts of things like that. And then we just have the My Life comforter laid on here. Then moving over to the other side of the room, we have this loft bed, and this was made with the American Girl Ideas video to make like Gabriella's bed, but we adjusted it a little bit. It's really dusty, as you can see. Oops, okay. And then we have her candy, because I mean, if you know Pippa, you know she's kind of hyper and obsessed with caffeine and sugar and all sorts of things like that. And then up here we have her bed, and there is a bit of a problem with this, because you can see she can't really get up there because the ceiling is right here, but there is a bed up there. But if I were to move it cut the bottom down anymore, the doll wouldn't be able to get under the loft bed, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But I think it's more just like a decorative bed. And then we have this little ice cream sandwich, like ottoman type, like bed.
So we made this out of felt and cardboard and things like that, and it's really cute. It kind of vaguely inspired by iCarly's ice cream sandwich, trundle, bed, ottoman situation, and on top we just put a candy and cookie pillow to represent Pippa and her love of all things sugary.
And then there you have it. There are all of the 8 rooms in our dollhouse, and I hope you guys enjoyed finally being able to see this after almost 5 years. And as you guys can see, it still is a work in progress, but like we said, it always kind of has been. We've changed the dollhouses completely before, so like we thought we would just show you guys what the dollhouse looks like currently.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below which one is your favorite room, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye!